have you ever stopped to think about what people might be hiding in their luggage? Get ready for an incredible and surprising journey. Today we're going to explore 8 bizarre and unbelievable stories of things found in airports around the world. From exotic animals to items that defy logic, these discoveries will leave you speechless. So sit back and prepare to uncover the most astonishing secrets that airports hold. Let's dive in. Live hand grenade in a passenger's luggage. In 2012, Miami International Airport was the scene of an incident that sparked panic and surprise. Security agents, during a routine luggage inspection, stumbled upon something completely unexpected: a live hand grenade inside a passenger's suitcase. Just imagine the shock the security team felt upon discovering a real explosive amid a simple baggage check. The situation quickly spiraled out of control when they realized it wasn't a toy grenade or a harmless collector's item, but a device that could cause a genuine explosion. The area was immediately cordoned off, and bomb disposal experts were rushed in to handle the situation. While the security team worked to neutralize the threat, the airport went into alert mode, and several flights had to be delayed to ensure the safety of everyone on site. Fortunately, the grenade was safely neutralized without causing any harm, but the incident created quite a commotion among passengers waiting for their flights, watching the drama unfold from a distance. When questioned, the passenger who owned the luggage claimed he had brought the grenade back as a souvenir from a military trip he took in the past and simply forgot it was in his bag. It might sound hard to believe, but he insisted he had no intention of causing any trouble. This episode stands as one of the most extreme examples of dangerous items ever found in an airport, and it also highlights the importance of stringent security inspections. While some might find this story somewhat amusing, the reality is that the presence of a live grenade in such a busy place as an airport is incredibly dangerous. This incident became a reference point for illustrating the type of unexpected situations that security agents face daily in airports around the world. Preserved human brain in a jar. In 2018, Fort Lauderdale Airport in Florida became the scene of a bizarre and somewhat macabre discovery. During a routine inspection of a passenger's carry-on luggage, security officials came across something nobody would ever expect to find: a preserved human brain inside a glass jar. The organ was immersed in formaldehyde, a substance commonly used to preserve biological tissues. Despite its meticulously prepared appearance, there was one big problem: the brain didn't have the necessary documentation to be transported. The passenger, who seemed surprisingly calm given the circumstances, claimed that the brain was for scientific purposes. However, without the official paperwork authorizing the transport of such a peculiar biological material, authorities had no choice but to confiscate the item. The officials were just as stunned as the other passengers nearby, who could hardly believe what was happening. After all, it's not every day you see a human brain being transported like any ordinary piece of luggage. This unusual incident sparked a significant discussion about security regulations and the transportation of biological items on commercial flights. While certain scientific materials can be transported with proper authorization and documentation, the lack of adequate control over a human brain raised serious questions. Beyond the initial shock, the case served to reinforce the importance of following strict protocols when flying, especially regarding such sensitive and unusual items. For security agents, who are used to dealing with a wide variety of objects and luggage, this was definitely one of the strangest discoveries ever made. And for onlookers, it was a moment of sheer astonishment and curiosity. After all, who would have imagined that a simple flight could hide something as unusual as a human brain inside a suitcase? Live snake hidden in electronic devices. In 2017, at Guangzhou Airport in China, security officials were shocked to discover a live snake hidden inside an electronic device during a baggage inspection. The passenger responsible for this illegal attempt had camouflaged the reptile inside the gadget, perhaps thinking it would go unnoticed by the security scanners. However, the security team was alert and quickly identified something unusual while checking the device. Upon opening the equipment, they found the snake in poor condition, making it clear that the passenger was trying to smuggle the animal clandestinely. The reptile, likely an exotic specimen, was deprived of proper ventilation and confined to a minimal space, which could have led to its death had the journey continued without intervention from authorities. The incident garnered significant attention, both for the audacity of the passenger and the ingenuity used to conceal the animal. The trafficking of exotic animals is a global issue, and cases like this highlight just how far some individuals will go to illegally transport rare species. Snakes in particular are often targeted by traffickers due to the high demand from collectors and illegal breeders around the world. Fortunately, the snake was rescued before suffering further consequences, and the passenger was detained by Chinese authorities to face charges for their actions. This case not only serves as a clear example of the need for strict oversight at airports, but also brings to light the ongoing debate about animal protection and the challenges faced in combating illegal wildlife trafficking. This incident not only illustrates an unusual situation at an airport, but also acts as a warning about the dangers of illegal animal trade and the importance of protecting wildlife around the globe. Arsenal of weapons hidden in musical instruments. In 2014, Heathrow Airport, one of the busiest in the world, became the site of an impressive and dangerous discovery. During a baggage inspection, security staff found something they never expected: a full arsenal of firearms hidden inside musical instruments. What appeared to be a routine check revealed rifles, handguns, and a large amount of ammunition, all meticulously concealed within guitars, violins, and other instruments. The case quickly attracted the attention of authorities, as this was not an isolated attempt at smuggling. It soon became clear that this discovery was part of a much larger operation involving an international arms trafficking network. The ingenuity of the smugglers was astounding. They used musical instruments, items that typically pass through security with little suspicion, as hiding places for such a dangerous shipment. Immediately, the passengers involved were arrested, and investigations revealed that the arsenal was destined for a criminal organization outside the United Kingdom. This incident highlighted how even the most innocuous-looking items can be used to transport dangerous and illegal materials, reinforcing the importance of the stringent security measures in place at airports. Beyond shocking the Heathrow security team, the case sparked significant public outrage, showcasing the creativity and audacity of arms traffickers. For many, the idea that musical instruments, something associated with art and culture, could conceal deadly weapons was hard to believe. However, this real-life episode serves as a reminder that smuggling can take the most unexpected forms. This incident became one of the most notable examples of the ongoing battle against arms trafficking and the importance of vigilance at airports, where security agents must be prepared to handle the most unusual situations every day. Shy monkeys and carry-on luggage. In 2009, Bangkok Airport in Thailand was the scene of an unusual and concerning discovery. During a routine inspection of carry-on luggage, security personnel were surprised to find 2 live capuchin monkeys hidden inside a passenger's bag. The man, attempting to smuggle the animals illegally, had wrapped the monkeys in socks in an effort to sneak them past security scanners. The situation escalated when officers realized the monkeys were dehydrated and in terrible health. Confined to such a small space without access to food or water, the poor animals showed clear signs of distress. When questioned, the passenger tried to justify his actions by claiming the animals were for personal use, but authorities quickly identified this as an attempt at wildlife smuggling, an illegal and highly dangerous practice. The monkeys were immediately rescued by authorities and taken to an animal protection center, where they received the necessary care to recover. Thankfully, both survivors were treated and placed in a safer environment that met their needs. This incident drew attention to the serious issue of exotic animal trafficking, which is particularly prevalent in regions like Southeast Asia. Capuchin monkeys, being small and intelligent, are often targeted by traffickers who sell them illegally as pets. However, clandestine transportation frequently puts their lives at risk, as seen in Bangkok, where the animals could have died had they not been discovered in time. This story serves as a warning about the dangers of animal trafficking and underscores the importance of security inspections at airports, where agents must deal with unusual situations every day while protecting both passengers and innocent lives that are put at risk. Parts of a space rocket. In 2012, security agents at Munich Airport in Germany were in for an unusual surprise while inspecting a passenger's luggage. Amid clothes and personal items, they found something that looked like part of a space rocket. The object initially raised significant concerns among the officers, and it was quickly isolated while authorities investigated exactly what the man was carrying and whether it posed any danger. The passenger, a space enthusiast, explained that the rocket parts were actually souvenirs he had purchased at an auction for space items. He had bought the remnants of a decommissioned rocket as a keepsake of his passion for space exploration. However, even with this explanation, the German authorities needed to proceed with caution. After all, it's not every day you see someone transporting rocket parts at an airport. The inspection dragged on as agents confirmed the origin and safety of the materials. They needed to ensure that there were no risks from hazardous components or prohibited substances. After a thorough investigation, it became clear that the pieces posed no danger. They were indeed remnants of a decommissioned rocket that the passenger had legally acquired. This incident piqued the curiosity of other passengers and airport staff, as it's quite rare to find someone transporting parts of a space rocket on a commercial flight. The case also raised questions about the limits of permissible objects in air travel, especially when it comes to unusual or technological items. In the end, the passenger was allowed to continue his journey with his unique souvenir, but the incident remained one of the most curious situations ever recorded at Munich Airport. This story serves as another example that, in airports, you never know what might turn up in passengers' luggage. Turtles wrapped in plastic. In 2014, Los Angeles International Airport, one of the busiest airports in the United States, became the site of a shocking and concerning discovery. During a routine inspection by the TSA, Transportation Security Administration, agents encountered a bizarre situation. Dozens of live turtles were hidden inside shoes and wrapped in plastic in a passenger's luggage. The scene was as unusual as it was alarming, quickly turning into a wake-up call about wildlife trafficking. The man transporting the animals intended to sell the turtles on the black market for exotic animals. The practice of smuggling endangered species is a dark reality, and this discovery in Los Angeles revealed how far people are willing to go to risk the lives of defenseless animals for profit. TSA agents were horrified to see the turtles in such dire conditions, wrapped in plastic and without room to move, which could have caused serious harm to their health. Immediately, the turtles were rescued and taken to an animal protection center, where they received the necessary care. Authorities stressed the importance of wildlife conservation and the need to combat the trafficking of exotic animals, which remains a significant global issue. Many species are threatened with extinction due to rampant exploitation and the demand for animals as pets or for use in products. This incident not only generated significant media coverage, but also served as a call to action to raise awareness about wildlife trafficking. The arrest of the passenger was a reminder that the fight against exotic animal trafficking is ongoing and requires everyone's attention. The story of the turtles in Los Angeles highlights the importance of strict security measures at airports, where authorities work tirelessly to protect wildlife and prevent illegal activities from thriving. After all, what may seem like just an isolated case of smuggling could have far-reaching consequences for the future of our planet's flora and fauna. Bizarre souvenir, a decorated human skull. In 2016, Rome's airport became the site of a truly unusual discovery that left security personnel baffled. During a baggage check, they found a decorated human skull inside a passenger's suitcase. The situation quickly turned into one of the most curious and macabre incidents ever recorded at the airport. The man had acquired the skull as a souvenir at an antiques fair abroad, and when he brought it to Italy, he likely never imagined it would cause such a stir. This was not just any skull, it was adorned with precious stones, and had an appearance that could attract the attention of collectors and lovers of the macabre. However, the presence of such a delicate and potentially illegal item raised several questions. Authorities were concerned that the skull could be part of a stolen grave, or even worse, linked to a crime like human trafficking. This prompted security to confiscate the item until its provenance could be verified. The situation quickly caught the attention of the media and the public, sparking debates about the ethics of buying and selling human remains as collectible items. Additionally, it raised questions about the legality of such practices in different countries. Many cultures have traditions involving the use of bones and skulls, but the trade of human remains is a delicate issue, and in many cases illegal. After the confiscation, authorities launched an investigation to trace the skull's origin. The goal was to ensure that it had not been taken from a sacred site or grave, which could lead to legal and ethical consequences for the passenger. This incident at Rome's airport serves as a reminder that when traveling internationally, it's always important to be aware of local laws and regulations, especially regarding cultural and historical items. The story of the decorated skull not only captured the public's imagination, but also raised serious questions about the morality of collecting such unique objects and, ultimately, about respect for the lives and memories of those who came before us. Hey everyone, what did you think of these incredible stories? Who would have thought that airports, places usually associated with travel and goodbyes, could be the backdrop for so many bizarre surprises? These cases show us that there's always something new and unexpected just around the corner, or rather, in a suitcase. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more amazing curiosities. And of course, share in the comments which of these stories you found the most unbelievable.